All right, it's July 8th, and I just had the pre-op appointment, part one, with the dietitian. I mean, it went well. I was wishful that I magically would be doing so well that they would just be like, oh, you don't need to meet with that surgeon. We can just go ahead and schedule surgery. That's not like a thing that happens. So, I mean, I am doing well. They wanted me to be at 286. I'm at 282. So I made that weight checkpoint per se, and I have a new weight to start from. I That was not something that she said. That's just something that I feel like is true. I feel like at the next pre-op appointment, which unfortunately is 10 days from now, if I haven't lost more than the 282, then it'll appear that I am not, continuing downward. So, so I feel like I have to be on my game. She tried to make it feel better on my way out by saying, well, if you want to have a treat, you can have one now. Because I had asked her about like how long it's taking this particular surgeon to be scheduled out for surgery right now, and she said end of August is where she's hearing that the surgeries are being scheduled for right now, which sucks. She said, Kaiser only has one surgeon, and so that, and he needs to take a vacation in the summer or whatever, and so that is part of it. And that they'll also have a new surgeon middle of August. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm bummed because it's just a long time, and I still have to wait until the next pre-op to even schedule my surgery. And, like I mentioned in previous videos, I really just wanted to have the surgery done when my kiddo was going to be on a cruise and not have to worry about that piece of it. But it's just not, it's not going to happen. I knew it wasn't going to happen. I just should have let it go in my brain. So the good news, let's be positive. The good news is I made the weight that I needed to make for today, and I can worry about the next one later. And we went over pre-op food and post-op food for the first couple of weeks. And we had vaguely talked about that. I read it in the book, but it was really helpful to just kind of go through it with a fine-tooth comb with her. And then I'm going to have a post-op appointment with her where we'll then talk about, pre-op and so forth. So really our meeting today just really went over what I'm going to do right before surgery and what I'm going to do after surgery for the first 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, 3 weeks basically. So 2 weeks. So the first 5 days, day 1 through 5, is just a protein shake. And the first 2 weeks entirely are liquid. And we talked a lot about that. So they're very stringent, and they really want you to stick to just one protein shake a day. And we talked about spacing that out into specific meals, and we talked about not drinking water at the same time. We also talked about buying some protein waters, that kind of thing, so that you're getting about 40 to 50 grams of protein a day in those first 5 days. When you're only drinking a protein shake, which is at most 30 grams, you have to drink water that has protein in it. So duly note, buy those things. I'd seen them on social media, but obviously it's a good idea. I just didn't realize it was as necessary for right after surgery as it is. We talked about the before surgery diet a little bit, but apparently they continue to change what they want, and she told me that for sure there's no eating after midnight, but that the surgeon will give me a printout of exactly what he wants me to do a day before surgery, because apparently that's been changing. So whatever's in my book is not necessarily accurate. In terms of, it's going to be liquid, but in terms of if he wants clear liquid or what that looks like. So I'll update you on that when I know. Again, that appointment's on the 17th, which is, today's the 8th, so 11 days from now. Wait, 10 to 9, I don't know how to count, obviously. 9 days from now. All right, time to get back to my life and drive another 2.5 or 3 hours to get to work. And I mean, at that point, figure out if I'm going to go to work today, and then figure out what, whatever. So hopefully next time I'm not so negative. I really am in a good place, and it's going to happen. It's going to be fine. I just really appreciate when things can happen on a more efficient timeline, and it's okay. It's going to be fine. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching and supporting me. Leave any questions that you might have that I didn't cover. I can try to be more thorough. All right.